Today on the Outer World Workshop, we're going to talk about a little bit of how my Star Wars room came to be. So how this room came to be. Basically, I've always had like a room where I had my Star Wars collection and stuff like that in my other house, and now in this one, I've been living here for about 14 years, and I just had my own little room where I had a lot of mix and match stuff, but it wasn't really my Star Wars room. It's more like my office that was themed with all the things that I liked. And I've always wanted one, but I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, and wasn't sure if my wife was on board, because of course you all know, if you have a happy wife, you have a happy life. It was a surprise to me that after we went to Galaxy's Edge, that was the turning point, because that's when she kind of came out and just told me, why don't you do your Star Wars room in the garage? And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And then we kind of talked about it, and I kind of found a common ground in telling her that it wasn't going to be an all-out ship. And if you see my prior videos, you can see that that's one of the things that I say. It's not going to be a full ship build. Maybe a couple of builds and small stuff. But it turned out that she wanted me to make the room the way I wanted. She wanted me to make it like a ship if I wanted to. And I didn't even have to ask for her permission. She was the one that kind of pushed me to do it. So for me, it was kind of easy. And my wife is great. She's into that. And every time she comes home from work, and she just looks around and see what I have done, and asks me what else am I going to do, and just kind of gives me ideas. But then when I go crazy, she kind of tries to reel me back in. Basically, this room wasn't my idea, something I always wanted. It was her idea to build it. And I'm really grateful for her about that. I live in Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico, our house are concrete blocks and just concrete ceilings. Everything is concrete. So it's a lot of hard work, and I was going to do it myself, and I decided not to. So I got some people to work for me. I had an electrician and I had a contractor, and they made this room. And here are some snippets of the build of this room. So right now, as you've been able to see, I've done a couple of things, right? The videos are in the channel, and I'm still building some big stuff, and I'm doing some small stuff. But having a full-time job, I work in the film industry, and that's like, normally it's 12 hours of work plus traveling time, and I live most of the time, I live like an hour and a half away from where we film. So that's why maybe my build is not as constant or as regular as I want it, but it's coming. There's a lot of stuff that I'm recording at the same time stuff that I'm building at the same time now that I have a little bit of time off. And you all see that progress little by little here on the channel. And I just want to thank you guys for the inspiration. People like, of course, the Godfather, Brian, from the Smuggler's Room, James. One of the first people that followed me were Dennis and Dave, like Whitey and Black Market Outpost. They were the first one that followed me on my cosplay channel. That's how I got into this idea of making a spaceship in my house. Well, looking at it from the positive side, when we were in lockdown, what did everybody do? YouTube, watch TV, or YouTube, what else? There was nothing else to do. So that's when, like most of us, found the Smuggler's Room and all the other build channels on YouTube. And I just subscribed to them and just got so inspired. And then I joined the group, and here I am. So I just want to thank everybody from the Star Wars community and the build community. I try to follow everyone that I can. Every one of you gives me inspiration. I've always been a creative kind of person, but there's a lot of things that I don't try to tackle myself that I'm going to try to tackle on my channel, and you'll see that coming up. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. It's been great, and I love seeing all your builds, and I hope you guys enjoy my builds. So once again, I want to thank you all for being here in the Outer World Workshop. And if you like, you can subscribe, share, hit the like button. It helps us a lot. And if you like, we have a Patreon page. You can support us there if you like. If not, just subscribing and helping us grow would be great. And once again, see you in the next video when we build something out of nothing. No, that's not it. But we make something out of this world.